I spent most of my life in this small town, Yella. A dot on the map for many, but for me, a place I used to hate. But over time, I realized it was never about the place. I hate my life. Trapped in a nightmare, a job I hated, and toxic relationships. I remember the countless nights spent dreaming about the moment I'd finally leave this place, this room, and now I'm about to leave it once again. There's a mix of emotion about this new beginning. The past 2 years have shaped me. I'm not the same person who lived that first experience. A year in Germany taught me that even routine can be exciting if you have a vision. But now I'm about to shuffle the deck and get lost again. My first experience in Australia saved me from depression. It gave me the first ray of sunlight in my entire life. The question is, what will it give me this time? Well, everything is set. In just a few hours, I'll board a flight that will take me far from Europe to the other side of the world. Life doesn't move backward. We're meant to live it, to keep moving forward every step of the journey. Even the ghost of my depression feels distant now. But before returning to Australia, I wanted to stop in the same place I did before heading back to Europe last time, Bali. I want to retrace my steps, to return the same way that journey ended, but this time it will be the beginning. Waking up in a hostel again. Jet lag is kicking in, and the only way to fix it is to get out and start to explore. Bali is one of those places people either love or don't. Personally, it's not for me. Too many tourists, too much chaos. But to be fair, I've only seen Ubud and the northern part of the island. Maybe there's another side of Bali I haven't discovered yet. A lot of people who have never traveled alone are afraid of it. And honestly, it's normal to feel that way before the experience. But let me tell you one thing. There is no better way to make new friends than traveling solo. The world opens up when you do. A simple smile, a small gesture. Sometimes that's all it takes to turn strangers into friends. Christmas in the tropics doesn't really feel like Christmas, but here we are, Christmas Eve. I have no plans for dinner, but I know I'll end up celebrating with someone, like always. And just like that, the magic happened. A girl invited me to join a group of solo travelers, and now we're going to celebrate Christmas Eve together. This is not the first time I end up in a situation like this while I'm traveling, but every time it still excites me. It's not about being alone or with others. I always try to look at things from a distance. the magic that brings people from all around the world together at the same table. And whenever this happens, I feel so grateful that I made the right choice years ago to leave my hometown and embrace the world. Every single person I meet along the way is a little light that shines on my path. The dinner turned into something else. Between love and stories, the idea came up. Why not climb Bali's tallest volcano during the night? Some of us decided to go for it.
Just for context, what's happening now is that this guy has no fuel left and we haven't gone to the top of the mountain. So he can't get to the bottom. Like, fuck.
The warning for the fuel out was like 50 minutes.
We weren't well prepared for this, and even the taxi driver was about to give up when we almost ran out of fuel in the middle of nowhere.
Easy ride, yes.
One of the most challenging hikes was ahead of us. We estimated roughly 5 hours of hiking and got lost within the first hour. At some point Liz broke her shoe, but she kept going. She's tough. And guess what? She just finished her first year in Australia. Of course she is. The climb felt never-ending and rough. The heat was unbearable, even with the rain and at 1,800 meters high. But at some point we had to stop. At 2,000 meters the temperature dropped and the wind cut through our clothes. Liz's shoe was falling apart. At 2,100 meters we accepted defeat. The sunrise would come at the summit, but we wouldn't see it. And strangely, that was okay. Going back down was even worse. Our bodies were drained, and scrambling down those rocky ridges was pure hell. But as the struggle faded, another realization took its place. We were the best team the universe could have put together for this experience. Just 24 hours ago, we were strangers. Now, it felt like we had always known each other. And this is the magic I was talking about. It's incredible how life creates connection and paths. If you're still afraid to travel alone, believe me, that fear is the gateway to memories that will stay with you forever. Take that first step, you won't regret it. Will I ever meet them again? Probably not. But I know we'll find each other again. Somewhere in our memories. "575 days since I left Australia. Funny how we originally planned to come back after just a couple of months in Europe. Now it's been more than a year. Some of the friends I have made there have already gone back home. Others are about to start the third year down under, while I'm just beginning my second. I choose to return where it all ended, Darwin, one of the last places you'd want to be in Australia. A city of heat, isolation, and wild unpredictability. A place where challenges wait for me, like crocs waiting for their prey. Life, for people like us, is an odyssey, an endless pull toward the unknown. Like Ulysses, we set sail chasing something we can't quite name, facing storms, detours, unexpected encounters. And even if we return, home will never feel the same, because we won't be the same.
Today, and we hope you have.
These aren't just places on a map. They are stories, friendships, battles I have fought. In the last 2 years since I left Australia, every stop has shaped me. Every Every challenge left a mark. No matter where I go next, these places will always be part of me.